My kids are my world. They're the greatest gift from God that you can ever have, and anybody that have kids, they should feel that way. Because, you know, the thing about children are, they didn't ask to be here.
I ended up in 60 different placements.
Over 7 different foster homes and group homes.
I've been in 20 homes, and I cannot remember a time that I felt loved and welcomed and like it was home.
Like, I remember like crying every night to sleep because it was like just like somebody's random house, I don't know them.
Being moved from home to home, that is traumatic. You lose friends, you lose families, you lose connection, you lose yourself.
More than 650,000 children spend time in U.S. foster care every year.
I've had foster parents who've had the pantry locked and a chain around the fridge.
I was separated from my siblings early on, lost connection with my family.
Hit with a hanger for bringing home bad grades. If I was hit like a couple of times, but no, I was hit like repeatedly.
Staff would instigate fights themselves, initiate them.
If you didn't fight, you would basically not survive.
I would tend to run. That was the only way that I could deal with the situation, is not being there. So
when a youth is coming to care and they're supposed to be so thankful that you saved them from their family, that you saved them from being physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, but you move them from foster home to new staff, to new drugs, it's almost like you're pretty much sentencing them to death.
I was 14 when I first started cutting. I have scars on my arms, most of the parts of my body.
I had started cutting when I was 12. I didn't know how to deal with my anger. I didn't know how to deal with the loss.
I kind of looked for a way out, you know, my prince. Then I had to learn the hard way. That was not the way to do it. I was just like someone to try to save me and take me away. And they never did.
That's one of the worst things about foster care, where they keep you drugged up.
Can't even remember the drugs that they gave me because there was just like so much.
I would say over 15 types of medicines.
Taking 7 different pills.
8 different medications, 14 pills a day.
15 different medications.
18 pills.
Just make me fall asleep like that once I took them. So I didn't really have time to eat.
It would just knock me out. I'd sleep straight through school.
Just sleep all day and you can't, I couldn't think straight, I couldn't function.
It's kind of like I was numb. I was alive, but I didn't really feel anything.
I couldn't hear right, can't see really.
Just want to be by myself. Didn't want to talk to anyone.
Foster kids are prescribed powerful psychotropic medications at more than 3 times the rate of other children.
Tegretol, Celexa,
Ambien,
Zyprexa,
Trazodone, Ritalin,
The Adderall,
Stratera,
Thorazine,
Concerta, Abilify, Lexapro,
Geodon,
Lithium,
Risperdal,
Depakote, Seroquel.
I don't really know how to answer that.
If I could have my childhood back, I don't really know that I would want it back, honestly.
Me, nah. I've had my childhood, I wouldn't go through it again.
If I could get my childhood back, my family would be less violent towards each other and actually love each other for once.
Someone to love me. At the end of the night, I can say I love you and good night, or, you know, like any other child would want.
If I could get my childhood back, I would have been able to laugh loud and just run off and been able to be a kid.
If I would have had somebody there to show me the right way without me having to make mistakes and learn for myself, it would have been nice to have a teacher.
I wish I would have been able to hold on to my innocence and be a child for a lot longer than what I did.
No one can get their childhood back, but a decent childhood is not something that a kid should dream about. It's their right. Don't turn your backs on the young people who need us most. Support children's rights today.
And if I could get my childhood back, it'd be one of the smallest things, just being able to play on a playground. Many people take for granted their childhood, take for granted what you do as a child, but don't realize that in foster care, most of our childhoods are taken away from us. Our innocence is taken away from us.